Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another episode of my Sims 4 wishlist. So this time I want to talk about a feature that was in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 that I like to see brought back for both build, buy, and create a sim. And that is the collections feature, where you could organize things into folders so you can more easily find them. Even though we do have the search bar in The Sims 4, I don't think it completely replaces the usefulness that collection folders could bring. They can be used to easily find stuff sorted by themes. Like, for example, we have this cars collection folder in The Sims 2, and of course I put that one to the front because you can organize the order that the folders appear in the collection menu, so you can have the ones that you use the most at the front, or you can have all the pack related collections display in the order of them releasing if you arrange them that way. So that's also pretty useful. You can also do that exact same thing for organizing the order of items within a collection folder. You can also choose from a pre-made selection of icons for your folders, so it is easier to visually tell what's in the collection before you even click on it, like a car's icon for a car, or a chair for your collection of favorite chairs, and stuff like that. Of course, if you don't want that collection anymore, or if you want to remove certain items from an existing collection, you can do that as well. They returned in The Sims 3, they're basically the same thing, but it was good that they returned. I think especially with the releases of new packs, we could use collections to easily see everything that has come with the pack in one single menu. Because with build buy, you gotta go between like build mode to see the new things like wallpapers, flooring, trees, etc. And then you have to go back to buy mode to see the new things like toilets or bookshelves or rugs. But then in collections, you could just see them all together in one place and requires less clicks. And we haven't really had collections in Create a Sim before, but I think they could be potentially even more useful there, especially with the division of items between age groups. So I guess one design challenge there with putting collections into Create a Sim is, say if you're currently editing an adult, but then you click on an item for children in the collection folder, what happens? Does that existing sim just age down into a child? Or does a new child get created automatically for the sake of showing off that item you just clicked on? But if that could be figured out, then that would be great. For example, if I want to make an Indian sim, then I would love to have all the items from City Living, My Wedding Stories, and the Fashion Street Kit all displayed, not just the shirts or the outfits at a time, but everything, like the piercings, the tattoos, just even things that I don't really see all the time because those categories don't get new additions as often as outfits. But there are a couple of other ways that I can think of that don't necessarily have to do with just packs, because we don't have a way of marking favorites in Build Buy or Create a Sim, so we could just make collections of our favorite items. But in The Sims 3, I actually once upon a time had a collection called Obscure, where there was just items that I would like to use more often, but just keep getting overlooked for one reason or another. Like, it could just be in a category that's normally super cluttered with a whole bunch of things, or I just forget that the item exists in general. But then when I had that item in the Obscure collection, then I would remember to use it more often. So that's something I could pull off a lot better with having specific folders instead of just a more general favorite selection. Of course, having themed collections can help a lot because, yeah, there are some categories that are already there in build mode, such as mid-century and industrial, but they don't cover everything. Like, for example, I have some custom content of a nautical theme, so then I could organize those into a nautical collection and maybe even throw in some items from the official pack, such as cats and dogs, that have some appropriately themed items too. While collection folders may not be the most exciting sounding feature ever, I think this could be a very good quality of life update in the base game for everyone. And I'm realizing that more and more as the years go on and we have more packs and also a lot of custom content out there on the internet too, with this particular entry in the franchise lasting so long. I still remember around the time of Eco Lifestyle releasing, they put out that base game update where we could filter the stuff in our Sims inventories. I think I would get a similar feeling if they managed to bring collection folders into The Sims 4, especially if they did go above and beyond what they did before and have them in Create a Sim, not just build by. And that wraps up another episode of my Sims 4 wishlist, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Would you like to see collection folders return in The Sims 4? And do you have any ideas for how you would use them if they did? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!